see everybody. Yeah, we're excited. It's a great opportunity. You know, I'm proud for our kids. They've earned it. You know, it's kind of funny sometimes. I don't know if people want to act like, you know, that somebody did you. If our kids earned the right to be in the playoffs, you know, and they've done a great job. They finished strong. We're healthy for the most part. So it's a great opportunity. I think we're playing a really good team. You know, Gardner-Webb has won 2 conference championships in a row. They've won a conference championship now after they've combined those 2 leagues. So they've done a great job. We know their coaches, know Coach Trey Lamb really well. Very creative on offense. I'll let Joel talk more about that. He's been really watching them. You know, but it's a great opportunity to have home games. Great opportunity to. I want people around here to get used to playing on Thanksgiving. You know, and adjusting to that. It's a lot of fun to play on Thanksgiving week. But I'm proud of our program, proud of our kids. I'm very thankful for the support that we have here that's allowed us to grow the program in the right direction. You know, but I told the kids, I challenged them with, you know, I told them congratulations, but I also told them that when I came here, it wasn't just to get in the playoffs. Okay, it's to have success in the playoffs, and I want them to expect to have success. I think they do, and you know, I want them to show that they deserve to be in. I want them to show that they made a good choice of putting them in the field. So I think our guys have had a good you know, we had a good week last week. We really did. We were able to kind of stay sharp, run into each other a couple days of practice, but at the same time, you know, get their legs back under them a little bit. They had really good energy. I thought they were very excited yesterday about finding out getting to play a home game. I think I appreciate Mercer being willing to put the money in that investment to get us a home game. You know, and so it'll be a lot of fun, and we're just blessed. But at the same time, let's don't just be happy that we're in it. Let's go play good. And so it'll be a great challenge. Everybody in the field's good. Gardner-Webb's going to come down here ready to go, and we got a lot of respect for them. At the same time, we expect to have success against them. So, questions for me?
You talked about the energy and everything that you have right now. I mean, how do you channel that energy to make sure it's not too over the top when you kick off on Friday or Saturday?
I still think preparation is what makes you confident. I still think preparation is what you know, you're able to lock in and focus on that, so you're able to kind of balance the two. You know, we just got to do a good job preparing this week and understand what we're supposed to do. And I don't think being excited about playing is going to be a problem this week. I think we'll be excited about playing and about the opportunity. And so just preparation, just trying to handle ourselves. And as a staff, I think we do a pretty good job of trying to keep them focused on what's really important. So just have a good week of prep.
How rewarding is it to reach this level?
It's great. I mean, we want to be playing, you know, and playing for a while. And where are we at right now? I mean, you know, we've come a long way. We've been knocking on the door. I like our kids, you know, and they've earned this opportunity. And but you got to understand, everybody's good now. Okay, everybody's good, and so are you going to put your best product out there for 3 hours on Saturday? And that's what it boils down to. You know, the things that are important to win games. We got to prepare to do those things. So we got to prepare to cause turnovers, prepare not to turn the ball over. We got to prepare to be great in the red zone on both sides of the ball. We got to prepare to cover kicks and flip the field and return kicks and just all the things we talk about, and then go execute those things on Saturday. That's what it boils down to. So I think having a great culture, you know, kids that believe in what we're doing, all those things are critical to get you to be the best you can be, but at the same time, then you got to go execute a game plan. So preparation is that, and then, you know, then going out and having the confidence to execute and believe we're supposed to be there and go dominate an opponent.
Coach, talk about what it was like addressing your team after the show yesterday and looking into the eyes of your senior class that have believed in you. What kind of feels did you get from that situation?
Well, there's a lot of kids in our program that have been with us the whole time. There's some kids that have trusted us and worked their tail off, and you could tell how important it was to them. And that's generally going to radiate radiate out to the rest of the especially the young guys who are not sure, what planet they're on sometimes, So it was important to those kids. It was important to me and our staff that before they left here that they would have a chance to play in the postseason. And not just do that, but, make some noise in that. They've worked hard. They've earned that opportunity. You could see how important it was to them. You could say how important it was to them after the Sanford game in the locker room, just, that they had been able to accomplish that. Accomplish, an eight Division I win season. And let me say this too. I think there's been some folks that have interpreted, Mercer's had good teams in the past. They had a great 10-win season to open the season. I don't want to discredit any of those things. Those guys did an unbelievable job. We're just excited about, this is the first time with the 8 Division I wins and those other things. I want everybody that's ever played in this program to be proud of this program, to be proud that they played here, and be proud of the, the success that we have going forward. All those guys are a part of that. Everybody that's ever put on a Mercer helmet is a part of that, okay, because they started this program off the right way, and we've been able to build it to a certain point. So everybody's welcome here. We want those guys who played before we got here to always feel, man, they're special, okay, because this is a special program, and people that played here are special people. So I want to make sure that people hear me say that. We want to keep building this thing and grow it every year. And give ourselves the best chance to be successful. And I believe this is a special place that we can do that. I think we can get to the point where we can do this consistently and compete for conference championships and play deep in the playoffs. That's where we want to hit. Are we all the way there yet? Probably not. But when you get to this point, you just got to go play good and see what happens. So we've been very blessed. There's a lot of people done a great job. I'm specifically proud of those kids who have been with us and have worked to earn this. And that was something that was important to me before they left here. They had a chance to play in the postseason.
We talked last week about the conference and how tough it is because you guys see each other. You're going to play an opponent on Saturday that's seen you recently. What are some of the advantages and disadvantages of playing that team that you're familiar with?
We played them last year, obviously, and I'm trying to think. I don't think there's, as far as common opponents from this year, I don't think there's any carryover, unless I'm just missing something crazy. But, if you look at our league, Saturday was nuts, right? You watch what happened in our league, and, you had Wofford upset Furman, and VMI beat Western, and anybody can beat anybody. I think this is a good league. But regionally, we're familiar with Gardner-Webb. We're familiar with their coaching staff. We played them last year. They have the same defense coordinator. So do we. They have the same offensive coordinator / head coach that they had. So do we. So there's a lot of similarities there, from last year. But every team evolves and every team is different. So this is the 23, Mercer football team. It's the 23 Gardner-Webb team. So how those teams match up and all that, there's going to be some differences. So we've been busting our tail the last 2 days watching film. Obviously, you don't know who you're going to play because you're usually able to get a little further ahead of it during the regular season, obviously knowing who you're going to play the next week. But we spent a lot of time watching them the last 2 days, and there's they're a good team. They're a team that's like us. They've won several in a row, playing with a lot of confidence. They're athletic on defense. I think they're pretty sporty on defense, and then offensively, they're trying to score every play. Joel will tell you that they're trying to score every snap. Okay, they're very aggressive and just throwing the ball down the field, and they got some backs that can run the ball. Those two kids are really good. Quarterback's a good athlete, so it's a great challenge. I think we know some about them, but it's always different every year you play.
Your message in the locker room, your post-game messages are always get better. We need to get better next week. Sort of compare, think back up of where you are week 0 against going to Alabama and how much you've come, particularly on offense, to this point of the season.
Yeah, we're a better team. We're a team that has improved throughout the season. I think defensively we've always been good, but the fact that we're causing so many turnovers now is a game changer. The last 6 weeks or so, just causing a lot of turnovers, putting our offense in good situations, which just breeds confidence there, right? And then special teams wise, we weren't quite as good on the return game versus Sanford, but we had been excelling at that, and I thought we covered really well. So just flipping the field. So complementary football, I think we're playing our best complementary football the last 4 or 5 weeks. So I think our kids are confident in what we're doing, and but we're also playing a team kind of in the same boat. They're hot. They're playing really well in all 3 phases. And they're not afraid to try stuff. They're aggressive. I think they kicked a little on a kickoff last week versus Charleston Southern. They did one of the little pooch kicks, to the right, and recovered it, gave them an extra possession. They're not afraid to run, wild trick plays on offense and get people in space and make you cover a bunch of stuff. They're aggressive defensively. They're going to blitz you. I think both teams are playing their best football right now. Okay, so that'll be a heck of a game.
With all the stuff that went on Saturday in conference, did you go to bed Saturday night thinking there's absolutely no way they can leave us out?
I was honestly thinking that before Saturday, but when you're putting your hopes and dreams on 10 people sitting in a room, you never know what's going to come out of there. But Saturday was wild. I mean, I had about 4 different. My wife had me, so we were, pressure. We had a honey-do list Saturday. I didn't have a game, so we were pressure washing the back porch and working in the yard some and getting ready for Thanksgiving because we probably have a lot of family and a lot of kids over this week. And so my job, I went inside and we have 2 new those outdoor heaters. You know what I'm talking about? And I had to put those together. There were really good instructions. I was able to get it done, but I haven't turned them on yet. We might burn the whole place down once we do. So, but we had about 3 different TVs on. We're watching Sanford and UT Martin. We're watching Gardner-Webb and Charleston Southern. We're watching Furman and Wofford. We're watching Western and VMI, and just watching all that stuff was insane. It's what I love about college football and love about our conference. And that's a big win for Sanford. They beat a really good team. I think that helps our league. And you can argue back and forth about the other games, about whether it helps you or hurts you, but it just goes to show in this league, you better show up and be ready to go every week. And all it takes is, somebody, a quarterback gets hurt or this happens or whatnot, and it changes everything. So you better be ready to go every week.
I think here's a question everyone wants to know. What Dallas from Joel Taylor, 2:30 in the morning this time?
No. And I told him about that last week. Yeah. Yeah, I woke up, I did not go back to sleep after that either. I just went ahead and graded the film right after that. I was done grading the film by 7 a.m. Sunday morning. So, anything else? All right, thank y'all very much.
This year, and especially over the last 7 games.
Yeah. Excited how the defense been playing. They've been doing a pretty good job, especially later on. After we lost that game at Chattanooga, we was 4-3, and the one stat, I don't know if you guys know it, the one stat is every conference game we've lost since we've been here, we didn't have a turnover, right? So that Chattanooga game, we didn't have a turnover. And so we challenged the guys, and they went out there and got some turnovers and scored, So we've been playing pretty well. At the end of the day, we got to, just continue our routine and, just step up when we need to step up.
Anything you can pinpoint those that kind of turn things around, or was it just the realization, or just the guys starting just to do things and make plays?
No, nothing to pinpoint it. I think the guys have been playing well, throughout the season. We had the one game, Ole Miss, that just wasn't us, So you take out that game, we've been playing pretty well for the most part. Our guys play hard. We challenge them every week. At the end of the day, it's never about the opponent. It's about what we're doing, how we're going to execute. But before the season even happened, I challenged the guys about turnovers and things of that nature, because at the end of the day, if you don't get turnovers, you don't win games. So, but I think the realization to them, after that Chatty game, like, man, he's right. Yeah. So I guess they put an extra effort, but we're just taking advantage of our opportunities. At the end of the day, you got to have the opportunity, and we've been taking advantage of it.
When they announced our name yesterday on the show, they actually said we have an opportunistic defense. Is that how you describe our defense, or do you have another way to describe what we're doing right now?
Man, we got a hard-nosed defense. We got guys that want to compete every day. They want to get better every day. I think our guys, accept any challenge, and we got a great challenge coming up this weekend. But it's no different than any other game. We were prepared just like we're playing the Citadel, ETSU, Ole Miss. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to go out and execute each and every day on play, and we got to do that this week again. So, but we're a hard-nosed defense. We're gonna fly around, we're gonna hit you, and we're gonna play with great confidence.
You lose your leader in Isaac Donald early on in the season. Who have you seen that stepped up, and what kind of presence on the sideline has Isaac been to the success of your defense?
And Isaac's been a tremendous player for us for 4 years, and to lose him, that's tough. But we had a guy right behind him, been waiting for his opportunity, Marquez Thomas, and he's done a phenomenal job. But it's not just Marquez, it's everybody else, At the end of the day, each person has a job to do. Each person has to execute that job. And I think we've been doing a great job just overall as a defense. And Marquez, he's been ready for this opportunity. He actually got his first start last year in the Sanford game and did really, really well. So I'm sitting back there with 3 linebackers like, man, how do I get all these guys on the football field? And, we kind of flirted around with a 4-3 package, in the preseason, just trying to get the best players on the field. But Quez has done a tremendous job. He studies his butt off. He's really, really smart, He's quiet. You'll never know it, but he is extremely smart. Does a really good job of diagnosing plays. And if I can get him just to play consistent all the time, I think he can be one of the best linebackers that come through here in our league.
Coach, you probably watched a lot of film on Gardner-Webb the last 24 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Is there another offense that we saw this year that our fans might say they compared to?
Got a little bit of everything in him. Trey does a really good job. Coach told you that, to me, he's fearless. He's going to try to score in every play. And nobody in our conference does that. So you're going to be on the edge of your seat. Well, I'm going to be on the edge of my seat every play. I'm going to tell you that. But they got a good offense. They got 2 really good backs. They're going to be an 11 personnel team. They'll dibble and dab a little bit of 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, and some 10P. But they do a really good job. Like I said, those 2 backs are really good. They got a young quarterback. He's more of a runner than a passer, but he does a good job of extending the play. That's the one thing we got to do a great job of containing him, because once he gets out the pocket, he extends that play and makes actually pretty good throws, down the field once he does that. So as far as an offense in our league, maybe Chattanooga, but they're a little bit more, to me, like I said, fearless. They try to score every play. Chattanooga, I think they do a good job of kind of just, finding their spots in the game, to hit a deep shot or a trick play or something of that nature. Where these guys, watch out. Watch out.
Coach, we've asked Coach Cronic this question about what does it mean to you to finally see that your Mercer's name called on the board and what you put into this program over the years since you've been here?
Oh man, it was exciting for me, I was actually getting ready to cry back there, right? Just all the work that you put in, but not all the work that I put in is about our kids, and they finally got paid basically, you know what I mean? So for them to see their excitement, it was tremendous. The playoffs is awesome. It's one of our goals. And we reached one of our goals, and we should have been here, 2 years ago. So for us, it's been heartbreak the last 2 years, and now, boom, it's getting to the playoffs, and that's tremendous. That's tremendous for our guys, and it's a 1-0 mentality. We're trying to do, be 1-0 this week, be 1-0 next week, and see how far it takes us. But we got a really good football team, and we're excited for the challenge each and every week, and hopefully make a good run in this thing. Awesome. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.